Thank you very much.
You're welcome. How are you doing, Clarissa?
I'm doing well, thank you. I'm doing very nicely.
Yeah? Good, perfect. So, obviously we've got a brief short time, so, right, so can you let, obviously, the audience, I mean, I've looked up some of your stuff, and some of the people outside, they wouldn't know. So, just to give them a brief about yourself, could you let them know who you are and where you're from?
So my name is Clarissa. I am originally from Zimbabwe, but I've been in this country for a little bit too long now, so it's too old for me. So I'm an author, I'm a businesswoman basically, so I'm an author and I also have a vegan makeup company, and I still do my 9 to 5 like everybody else, but I'm here today because of my book, Kwame Nkrumah, The Man. So should I go into the book?
Well, you've given them the head start, so they know where you're from. Right, so when did you come here? Because you said you're Zimbabwe, was you born here or was you born in Zimbabwe?
I was born here, left when I was 3, went back to Zimbabwe, grew up in Zimbabwe, came back when I was 18, and I've been here ever since. So.
Okay, that's amazing.
I'm not giving my age.
Oh, she ain't giving her age, guys, she ain't giving her age. No, and that's alright, don't worry about it. Let them guess, keep them guessing. Keep them guessing. So, you mentioned you've got a book, right? You're an author. So, do you want to give us a little insight about your book?
Yes, so I am a Pan-Africanist at heart. My book is about Kwame Nkrumah, the man. Kwame Nkrumah.
What? Repeat that one there?
Kwame Nkrumah.
I love that.
He's from Ghana. So Ghana was the first country to gain independence from colonial rule.
Knowledge.
Kwame Nkrumah was the first democratically elected president. So
Okay.
Ghana gained its independence, or her independence on the 6th of March, 1957. So he took over from there. But the special thing, qualities about Kwame Nkrumah is that he also wanted to see the rest of Africa become independent from colonial rule. And he had the blueprint, or he had the idea or the mindset on how to do that, and to really explain to the rest of Africa that you may gain your independence on a certain day, but if you do not own your land, if you do not own your minerals or your resources, then you own nothing and you're as good as still being under colonial rule.
Oh, that's amazing. See, educational, man. It's like, and a lot of people, as I've said, Zimbabwean Ghanaians, they would not know this, especially the new generations.
Yeah, especially the new generations, the older generations or my generation, we have an idea, we have a clue, because Zimbabwe only got independent in 1980, so Ghana was the first country to become independent. So yeah, the new generation do not know anything about, well, some do, but I think it's we need to educate them. The schools in this country are not going to do that, so it's the onus is on us to educate them and let them know, because all they know about is not the hip hop artists, the sport, the athletes, but you know, they also need to know something of this nature, which is political sphere and the political influence of Africa and how Africa has emerged from colonial rule and the work that Africa still needs to do.
Because it's not finished at all.
No, it's not. So we've got a long way to go.
Very long way. So.
Yeah, so this book is mainly written for the youth. Yeah. So the language is whittled down, not completely down, but you know, it's for them to understand. Because most books on Kwame Nkrumah or African leaders it's quite complex. The language is quite complex and difficult to understand. So this is quite easy to understand. It's got some pictures in there as well, and some questions at the back of the book, just to ensure that you know, they've understood what the book says and any questions and answers. And how it can relate to them as well. And how it can relate to them in this modern day, and how they can... Because it still does relate. Yeah, it does. In so many different ways. Absolutely. We still have a long way to go. Mindset, we just need to change our mindsets. Right. You know, because growing up in this country, if you go back to Africa, you probably won't understand why Africa is the way it is. But a lot of work is being done right now, and it's getting better, but it takes one hand can't clap on its own, so it takes all of us to make a difference. That's it. So do you feel like, you see your upbringings, your background and what you've been through, experiences, do you feel like they touch
into like what made you write this book?
Absolutely, because I grew up, when I was growing up, I saw President Robert Mugabe in Zimbabwe. He's now deceased.
Yeah, he was in charge for like almost 50 years or something.
I know. A lot of people don't like him, but I love him because at the end of the day, taking a country from colonial rule is not an easy thing to do. You cannot please everybody, and the most colonial or most leaders, African leaders, don't want to address the pain points of colonial rule and what the country needs now, because that means you're upsetting a lot of people, and you're upsetting the people that owned the land for the past 300 years. For like in Zimbabwe, white people have been in the country for 300 years. So upsetting them and taking the land back from them it rocks the boat, because then you go under sanctions and so forth and so on. So it's a very hard topic to deal with, and it cannot be dealt with easily. Very intense. You're going to upset a lot of people, including the local people as well. For instance, I'll give you an example. When Zimbabwe became independent, there was a meeting called the Lancaster House Agreement, which was held here in the UK. And in that agreement, England agreed to make Zimbabwe independent, or give Zimbabwe her independence, on one condition: that the white people who already had land kept the land. So Zimbabwe is big on agriculture, so tobacco, fruits, vegetables, and also farming animals. So Mugabe and co had to sign that agreement. So we got independent in 1980. Come to 2000, the war veterans who fought for independence started asking questions. Why do we not have our land back? Why do they still have the land? The Lancaster House Agreement had come to an end. Tony Blair was supposed to hand the land back to us, or at least, pay amounts of money for it. That never happened. The war veterans got angry. That's when the land grab started. Land grab started. A lot of white people were killed. Farms were taken by force. Then Zimbabwe was placed under sanctions. So a lot of people don't understand the history of that. They just think Mugabe lost control and the country went to pot and he didn't care. That's not the case.
And if I do ask, is this all in the book?
No. That was just an example. But this book mainly focuses on Kwame Nkrumah and his vision. And he speaks about getting your land back, taking your land back. Because if you do not have your land, you do not own your country. Other people own your country. So Mugabe was doing exactly what Kwame Nkrumah had spoken about. And by the way, Mugabe did go to school at Kwame Nkrumah's school, so he educated under Kwame Nkrumah's ideology. So that's where he got that from. Ibrahim Traore right now, who is one of the...
everybody's heard about him right now, isn't it?
Brainchild comes from Kwame Nkrumah. So Kwame Nkrumah has influenced a lot of African leaders, and still is influencing a lot of African leaders, especially those that are brave enough to stand up and talk and show concern about their country and actually do something about it.
Exactly. Not a lot of them are brave enough, but obviously, have you is this the only book you have right now?
This is the only book I have right now, because life is lifing, 9 to 5, so I'd like to, write another one, and I want to definitely, and it's going to be on African politics again. So another one will be coming soon, but for now, it's just Kwame Nkrumah the man.
Where can they find this book?
So I've got copies of this book here. Online, I do have an e-copy. If you go to my Instagram, Clarissa Mudukuti, my name, you'll be able to go to my stand store and download an e-book. It's a PDF. It comes.
Let them know on the cameras, because they need to know.
Yeah, so please go to my Instagram, Clarissa Mudukuti. I'll spell my name. Clarissa is spelled Clarissa. Last name is spelled Mudukuti. On Instagram, go to my stand store and scroll down. You will see a very colorful book that looks like this. That's the PDF copy.
Perfect. No socials?
Clarissa Mudukuti. And then, yes, I do have socials for my vegan makeup company. It's called The Queen Ra.
Right. The Queen.
Yeah, Ra, R-A-H at the end. And these are lip glosses and lipsticks that have LED lights and a mirror on the actual bottle. And it's all vegan and less parabens, which is less chemicals. So that's thequeenra.co.uk. I'm on TikTok, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook. And that's about it.
There you go. No, definitely. Thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you for having me.
And for sharing your book and your experience with us. And we definitely, you guys, make sure you check her out. Follow her, yeah? Get the books. And it was lovely meeting you, Clarissa.
Nice meeting you too. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.